Okay, welcome back everybody. This is of course your favorite airdrop expert Light here, and today finally we are going to be talking about Eigenlayer, which is one of the major 6 airdrops of the year, so high prio. And obviously I've done dedicated videos on all the other 5, and this is the first time we're going to be doing a full video on Eigenlayer, which we have though talked in the past, especially back in December. So right now we're going to be figuring out what are going to be the criteria to be eligible for the Eigenlayer airdrop. Now I have watched other people's videos on the matter, and I have to say, like, am I even related to these guys? Like, are they even the same species? Like, these guys are fucking retarded. Like, I hear Virtual Bacon literally like saying like, yeah, this airdrop is going to be happening on Q1. Like, bruh, if you actually done 2 minutes of research, you could find out the actual roadmaps for Eigenlayer. And here, for example, it says stage 3 of the mainnet is going to be happening on Q3. And here it says add payments and slashing. And I think the payments are going to be some type of a key in reference to basically launch airdrop at the same time. Also, I do have insider information that the airdrop is likely going to be happening in Q3. So there are some other influencers who have kind of said that, yeah, it's going to be happening in Q1 and Q2. So that's kind of like disencouraging people from farming. I think this is kind of one of the big things you can jump in right now and still be early, given to the fact that it's likely going to be happening at the end of summer. But obviously I could be wrong about that, but who knows. But let's get started with here and giving you all the necessary alpha and understanding about Eigenlayer. And Eigenlayer is basically a liquid restaking service, and that's putting it very, very simple terms, okay? You have this thing called the AVS. A lot of projects are involved in it, like Near, for example. So in future, possibly, you can get tokens paid in Near to you by staking your Eigenlayer tokens. So it's going to be like very, very bullish ecosystem, and I think it's going to be a very valuable airdrop down the line, like making you some real gains. So how this works essentially is they are doing a form of restaking. You could call it compounding, I guess. It's not exactly the same thing, but close to it. So if you have done already liquid Ethereum staking through Kdow, Rocket Pool, Stakewise, we have covered these obviously on the channel, you have the ability now to choose one of these tokens and deposit them here, and they are getting restaked. So the actual APY, I think the standard is like 3.9%, but once it's actually being restaked, it is actually higher. So basically Eigenlayer allows you to maximize your Ethereum gains by doing this liquid restaking. They do have native check-in through the beacon chain, which is probably going to be the highest rewards that you can get. But obviously, I think most of you do not have 32 Ethereum here. So this is going to be not available for a lot of people. And right now, the deposits are currently paused. So that's the one thing you need to take in accord, that it's kind of getting filled. Native restacking is uncapped, and they are gradually, opening these up so people can participate. But there are already services which are doing this for you, and that's kind of going to be like one of the bigger focuses of this video, which a lot of these other people haven't really talked about, or they may have talked about one of them, but in reality there's like 4 of them existing. And we have obviously done 2 dedicated videos on 2 of them already on the channel. I'm going to link those in the corner. And by the way, this pool right here is going to be expanded. I just want to add a quick note that you might want to avoid the Coinbase and Binance ones because they are exchanges. And there might be some KYC stuff, like I think they just made an announcement like 2 days ago, like onboarding some liquidity. I don't remember, it's like really some very standard name like Liquidity Protocol or something like that. And I think they enforced the KYC. So you probably don't want to do that one. I recommend doing probably Kdow and Rocket Pool and Stater. Those are probably the easiest ones to do. I'm not sure much about Origin, but that might be a good option as well. And Stakewise. Obviously don't put all in the Kdow because you're not really helping out Ethereum by centralizing it more. Another criteria for the drop, which nobody else talked about by the way, is these Eigenlayer World Builder NFTs. Now, are the stamps taken when they were minted out back in 23? I don't know, but that could be a possible criteria. Right now, these can be still bought. They're not very expensive. What is this, like $5 or something like that? And there seems to be different shapes. I don't know if that's going to be like a different form of rarity or something. I haven't done too much of research on that, but I did actually meet myself when these were actually going, and I might have actually even mentioned that in an airdrop video back in last year. I don't remember exactly, but very possible that I did. So I think there might have been another collection, but I was not able to find it. So that's something you might want to also consider. And now we go into these restaking services, and first we got Swell. And Swell, and the reason why you want to stake through these is because you're going to be getting their token as well. So this is going to be like, the criteria has already been explained. Let's actually quickly go back here. And here it basically explains the measurement. So it is the amount of Ethereum and the amount of time. So if you're going to be staking right now in January, and you're going to be staking until August, let's say you're going to put half an Ethereum, it might be more points worth than somebody putting 10 Ethereum on the last month. So the time matters here a lot. I have put out a very small sum here directly, okay? And the reason why I got like a fair amount of points is because it's been there for quite some time now. So that is the important factor to understand here. So time matters and the amount matters. So even if you're not a super whale, if you start now, you're still going to be getting a fair amount of points in my opinion. So going back to Swell, Swell has a couple of different opportunities here. So first you need to connect your wallet, whatever you're going to be using, a MetaMask or something else. And by the way, I'm basically using all of these as of right now. So first, Swell, you basically convert your Ethereum into SVETH. And this is basically already getting you points inside Swell's own protocol. And here you have the opportunity to basically stake your Swell Ethereum tokens throughout the Eigenlayer dashboard, which I recommend doing once it basically opens up. You also have the opportunity to put it on elsewhere throughout their DeFi protocols like Pendle, Sommelier, and I don't know what this is, Swell Super ETH. These are obviously a bit more riskier stuff, but they have higher APYs here. And they also have Voyage going on. So here you can see the points. I have 162 pearls right now. There's a referral. I'm going to leave it down below if you want to support me. And basically there's this Voyage thing going on. And currently we are on this phase here. So I think there's going to be 3 different Voyage phases here still. On the next chapters, I think there's going to be 3 chapters or something, maybe more even, given the fact that this website kind of scrolls down a lot more. So basically, this is another way to earn, and I think the pearls are totally based on the amount of completing side quests and holding the SVETH. Are you getting pearls if you're going to be putting the SVETH on Eigenlayer? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Better answer from the Swell Discord. And next up we have EtherFi. This is the same deal again, but they are giving out their own token. This is the most lowest radar basically out in the list. It's not overly farmed compared to the competition. And we did already a dedicated video on this matter. They have a couple of different yield farming opportunities here, which are very interesting. There's a referral system. If you use my code, you're gonna get extra 1,000 points. So here I have my Eigenlayer points, and which I've been having already from December because I already got inside the batch back then. And now I also have these loyalty points, which are EtherFi's own token. So, and then there's some Discord quests and email verification, and these are going to be giving you extra points as well throughout their system. So that's another one that you can basically enter. They also have a lot of different DeFi things and NFTs, which are allowing you to earn more tokens. Watch the dedicated video to learn more. Another one we did a dedicated video on is called Kdow. Kdow is basically the largest player right now under Eigenlayer's infrastructure. 169 million. How much was EtherFi's total sum? I don't think it shows up on the website, but it's significantly lower than that. And this is very simple. They have 2 different tokens right now. Stater's Ethereum X and Lidow's ST-ETH. Right now you're going to be getting, even though you're not getting them inside directly, immediately into the Eigenlayer as of right now. So my batch that I currently have here. And by the way, they don't have on stake and withdrawal at the moment, so just so you know. So I'm getting only kelp mines right now because I'm not on the Eigenlayer restake points as of right now. Here's a bit of a schedule of how they're doing things and how the kelp mines are basically calculated. So this is another one that you can do. It's probably going to be kind of highly valued due to the fact that it is the largest after like Eigenlayer's native restaking. So another one, definitely kind of my strategy would be to kind of spread my sums across multiple different things. If you have a really low amount of money and don't want to pay a lot of gas, maybe pick one of these. Now, one of them also that just started out their referral program and their point system is Renzo. And Renzo is a very, very low radar. I think 32 million right now, so considerably less than the competition. Back when I was watching this last time, they did not have the point system, neither did they have the Eigenlayer points. And through them, you can basically restake your Ethereum directly to E as ETH, but they don't actually have apparently any of the other tokens here as of right now. So this is like the Renzo, like they restake themselves. So you don't have to worry about going into Eigenlayer. They're doing that job for you. And you get 10% of the points that your friends make by, using the referral link. And here we can see the amount of things. So I guess they announced not too long ago the liquidity. That's probably the reason why it's been boosting up. And then finally, we have Puffer. This is not available yet, but it's coming out soon. It looks pretty high quality project to me. And it seems to be doing liquid restaking. And I don't know if they're going to be using other tokens or are they going to be having their own restaking token or etc. And you can stake with Puffer and earn through that. And apparently some validator stuff. And their mainnet is probably going to be happening soon. And a lot of big backers here. So you want to pay attention to Puffer's eventual launch. And that's basically the rundown of the Eigenlayer. So it's pretty simple. You stake your Ethereum, leave it there until the drop is starting. There might be some, Galax missions and things like that happening down the line this year. And outside from the other NFT, I don't think there's like really other things you can do right now to be eligible. The time for the testnet interactions are over. I did already them like last year, a bit of them, so they might count as something. And I think they might have given out even like a commemorative NFT for that or something. But fundamentally like that, testnet stuff is over. I don't think that's going to be counting for anything anymore. So don't pay any credence to that. But that's basically the rundown of all the restaking platforms involved with Eigenlayer. There are other things in the ecosystem you should want to kind of like pay attention to, but I don't know exactly how we will go farming about them. Espresso is probably going to be doing their own airdrop at some point. Put that on your tab. Ethos is going to be ETH restaking on Cosmos. So that's an interesting project as well. They're probably going to be doing airdrop on Cosmos and holders of, the eventual Eigenlayer token. But that's pretty much my rundown. As I said, the reason why I did this video on January instead of earlier, because this is not as time sensitive. I stand by my statement that the airdrop is going to be happening in Q3, and then I can laugh at all these other influencers who basically said it's Q1 or Q2. Or the reverse, they're going to be laughing at me for saying Q3. But that's basically my rundown of these things. Oh yeah, Layer N, another one to basically pay attention to. They raised like $5 million not too long ago. So another project that is worth checking out. But thanks for watching, guys. Check out my airdrop playlist here on YouTube, and obviously the very beautiful spreadsheet that I've been working on for many weeks now. There's a lot of updated information there, and you should definitely take a dive at it if you want to find out the latest drops. I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers.